What's up, guys? So I just got done watching the Farm Simulator 2025 cinematic trailer, and I am so excited for two things that I think I caught on to. So one, obviously, you're gonna have more Asian-based grains like rice. I think you're gonna have they're probably gonna be more exotic maps, which is gonna be really cool to see. And the secret thing that I thought, maybe not. It may not be secret or not. So one thing that really frustrated me, and you guys that have watched my $1,000,000 Chickens episodes, is that in 22, I cannot do traditional chicken houses for meat, which is like in the state of Georgia where I'm from, one of the top producing things in the state of Georgia farm wise are chicken houses for meat. Tyson, all these massive manufacturers that have these chicken houses on these farms, they're not growing crops, they're not doing any of that stuff. They have big chicken houses on it, and they're only raising chickens, and they're only raising meat chickens. They're not even doing layers. So I would love to see a new way to make money off of poultry than just eggs. I'd love to see the opportunity to raise meat birds, because I don't know if you guys know this, but genetically, the broiler, which is the specific term for a meat chicken, grows to about 8 weeks, and then it's butcher ready. They do not lay eggs. They're not able to. They may physically be able to lay eggs, but they don't live a long enough lifespan to do it because they grow so fast that they actually will get too heavy for their own legs. They'll have heart attacks and they'll just kill over. And so we don't have a way. You would have to either constantly be hatching specialty or heritage breeds or buying new chicks in an 8 week cycle, which is typically how it's done. A chicken house is filled from the contractor. So let's just say Tyson. They fill the farmer's chicken house with chicks. That farmer then raises those chicks to their butcher weight, and then the contractors, Tyson, their trucks come, pick up the rest of the birds, figure out how many died, and pay based off of the performance that they had in that chicken house. And these chicken houses are massive and they're industrial, and they cost like $1,000,000 to build. But they've got water systems, they've got cooling systems, they've got all kinds of infrastructure built into them to maximize the efficiency of this. So broilers are a great way to quickly get poultry to the market. So I would love to see in 25 a way for us to either do meat birds like broilers, or to take our layers, and once they hit a certain age and they stop laying, which is typically about 2 years, 2 to 3 years, they usually start to slow down. Once they hit that age, if we can then start selling them, or roosters, because like right now, roosters play no role in the game whatsoever. So if we were able to hatch our eggs, and let's say that we had a 60-40 hatching rate, 40% roosters, 60% hens, we had a chicken house that the roosters all go into, and we raise the roosters to sell as meat birds, right? That would be a really cool add-on, or a really cool new market approach for it, because we really don't have many other options for it. Like they're like greenhouses. You put the chickens in, you put feed in, and you get eggs, and you sell the eggs, and that's it. When really, like, the egg market isn't nearly as big as the meat market is. So I'd love to see ways to do heritage, or we call them heritage in farming. We call them heritage breeds, for specialty breeds or older world breeds that aren't just genetically created for efficiency. The broiler is a chicken that has been created through experiment after experiment after experiment of breeding, to where now we have a chicken that can get to full size butcher weight in 8 weeks. And back in 2020, when we did our last batch of broilers, we were selling them at $5 a pound. And so we were making about anywhere from $12 to $16. So we're talking about a 3 pound bird in about, like, plucked, frozen, or their plucked weight was about 3 pounds. And so you plucked and butchered. So that way we're able to make $15, $16 off per whole chicken, which is a lot more than if you go to Costco and get the rotisserie chickens for $4.99 or whatever it is. But that's what those are. Those are broilers. There's no way that you could raise regular birds, regular chickens, and get them to a meat weight and sell them at that price. And I know Costco already uses them as a loss lead item, but you don't need, there's no way that they'd be able to do it. They'd be losing twice as much if they were trying to sell it that way. But it would be really cool to see an expansion on that. Same way with the cattle. I haven't played with the cattle too much, and I've been thinking about doing a cattle challenge because I love cows. I absolutely love cows. So I'm thinking about doing a cattle challenge on this channel. But the chickens, right now we got eggs. So I'm hoping that with the joke at the end of the cinematic trailer, I'm hoping that means that they're going to start letting us do chickens for meat. Now, going all the way back to the beginning, watching them with the boiling water and finding out that they're traveling and they're trying to learn and figure out how to do rice. I think that's going to be so cool because it's going to add a whole new level to it. Because truthfully, right now, it's mostly been like American Midwest type of farming for your plants, plant type, crop type, everything like that. Excuse me. And so what I would really love to see is that branch out. And it looks like, I mean, the trailer was mostly focused on them going and learning and figuring out how to grow rice and then building up the dikes and flooding the ground to grow rice instead of just the normal crop rotation. So it's still crazy to me how big of a game that Farming Simulator is, but I absolutely love it, and I love playing it, and I love telling you guys the stories, which apparently you guys like the stories too. My Farming Simulator video, the first one we did with the chickens, has been really popping off. But so for more farming stories and to see how we make a profit $1 million with chickens in Farm Simulator 22, go check out this video right here. Thank you guys so much for your time. I hope you guys are having a great day. And don't forget, go into Steam and everywhere else and go wishlist this game now. Farm Simulator. Hold on. I got to go. My baby just took her first steps. Bye-bye.